Welcome to the 31 Days of Halloween, presented by the Honor Society of Entertainment Arts at the LA Film School. I'm your host, Angel, and this is The Legacy of Fear, a journey through the evolution of horror and films that shaped our darkest imaginations. So dim the lights, settle in, and let the terror begin.
By the birth of their son, Damien. And then, when the child was 5 years old, something terrible happened.
Welcome back to The Legacy of Fear. I'm Angel and I am your host. And today, we descend into the prophecy, paranoia, and power of The Omen. Released in 1976, The Omen terrified audiences with the story of Damien Thorn, an innocent-looking boy who carried the mark of the beast. The film tapped into biblical prophecy, the number 666, and the fear that evil could appear not as a monster, but as a child at your breakfast table. At the center was Gregory Peck, an icon of Hollywood's golden age. His presence lent the film a gravitas rarely seen in horror at the time. Here was Atticus Finch himself, now a father, wrestling with the unthinkable truth that his son might be the Antichrist. For many younger viewers, The Omen introduced them to Peck, and for the first time, blending classic Hollywood with modern horror. The film's legacy was cemented through shocking set pieces and scenes. A priest impaled by lightning rod, a nanny's chilling "It's all for you, Damien" before her hanging, and the violent decapitation that made audiences gasp in theaters. These weren't random kills. They were cinematic omens, prophecies fulfilled with terrifying precision. Jerry Goldsmith's Oscar-winning score gave the film its heartbeat. The chilling chants of Ave Satana evoked ritual and doom, making The Omen not just a film, but an experience of dread. And then came the stories. The Omen quickly became infamous for the so-called Omen Curse. It was one of the first stories in the horror genre, plagued with incidents and accidents, causing the staff, the crew, and the public to label them as a cursed set. Crew members reported strange accidents, lightning strikes, plane mishaps, even a car crash involving special effects artist John Richardson, who had created the film's infamous decapitation scene. Whether coincidence or curse, it gave the film a mythology beyond the screen. And it was only the beginning, for we were treated to the completion of the trilogy with Damien Omen 2 and Omen 3, The Final Conflict, and a reboot of The Omen some 30 years later. Though most agree, scary and horrifying as the reboot and the sequels may be, nothing can touch the original Omen. The scare, the terror, and oh my goodness, Damien. So before you turn the lights off and sit down with your horror movie marathon, make sure you check your little brother's hair, just in case there's a 666. Have fun. Thank you for coming by, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.